So first, I want to say I don't actually hate Nicki Minaj. I just don't agree with a lot of things that she has done in the past. But I'm making this video today to talk about some things that I find weird or interesting. Not even interesting, mostly weird about her relationship and her marriage. First thing I found weird was the fact that she said that uh, excuse me, that was my computer. Um, she either met or they dated back when she was 16, 17 years old, around that age. He's 5 years older than her. So if she dated him when she was 16 or 17, he was well in his 20s. I mean, he was like in his early 20s, like 24, maybe 23 or 24. Either way, he had no business dating a teenager at the time. But yes, this is according to her. There are several blogs that have whether some say 16, some say 17 is when she met him. But still, if you look at their age now, she's supposedly 38. I think she older than that, but okay. So she's 38 and he's 43. That's a 5-year age difference. So she met him when she was 17. He was 24, meaning he was a predator. He's been a predator and he was a predator, period, right? So then what I also find weird is that he doesn't speak. There's no I haven't seen any interviews with him just talking about his relationship with her. I have not seen him speak. Like, I have not seen a clip of him speaking about anything. Anytime he's with her, she does all the talking. She's the voice of the relationship. I have not seen him speak to nothing. And she's always defending him. Whatever comes out about him, she's going to defend him, period, because he's not going to speak for himself. So I found that weird because, as a partner, of course you want to defend your partner, but you'd want your partner to have a voice, for themselves, so they can defend themselves, so people can know, not to play with him. But I guess that's just not his forte, and she doesn't really care that, if he speaks up for himself or not. Or she knows that she's going to do it. I don't know. But also the fact that he doesn't work. Obviously, I don't know how she came in contact with her ex-boyfriend or her high school sweetheart, whoever the fuck she is, or whoever the fuck he is. I don't know how they came in contact, but I know it's not because he's in the industry, because based on his criminal history, one, he was convicted of a attempted rape charge. So back in 1995, so that's not alleged. It's not like an ongoing case. He was convicted. And then he also went to jail for murder in the second degree. But because he was a teenager at the time, he got, no, don't quote me on that. I think I'm lying. I'm pretty sure I'm lying. But okay, so point is, he was in prison from 2006 until 2013. He served 7 of his 10-year sentence, and then after he got out of prison, he was supervised for 5 years. So my thing is, what could he have done between all that time? Even for the last 5 years he was supervised, he probably couldn't work in the industry as freely as he would probably want to, or even work in industry at all, to even be around somebody like a Nicki Minaj. So I said that to say that I don't understand how they crossed paths, other than the fact that they probably reached out to each other, and she clearly wants a pet or a child. She wants somebody that she can dominate, because he does not speak, he does not work. I'm sure he don't even pick out his own underwear. I'm sure she picks out his socks too. Like, she dresses him, that's clear as day, because he's dressing like he's 25 when he's actually 43. So yeah, she definitely dominates and controls a lot of aspects in his life, and I'm sure it's because she's offering and is paying his legal fees, which I think is very weird. That's another thing that I think is weird. She knows all of this history about this man. There's no way she got with him and didn't know that he was convicted of attempted rape, that he had a murder charge in the second degree, and that he was charged with a with a weapon. I don't know if it was a deadly weapon, but I do know it was a weapon. So he has all of these things on his criminal history, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying, I don't want to say who she should and shouldn't date, but I am saying that she should have did a lot more research before she just jumped the broom and had a baby. I feel like this relationship moved very quickly. It feels like everything has happened over a span of 6 months, which I'm sure that's not true. Only work that he has done is a music video that she put him in. Other than that, I have not seen his name in any credits for anything. Like, I don't even think he really has a talent. He probably can't even speak. He probably don't even know that many words, just because he's been in jail for so goddamn long. But at the end of the day, I do find that this relationship is it's very awkward. Every time I see them together in pictures, I always get like this energy that, he's very weak minded, and so is she. They're both very weak minded because she feels like she has to dominate the relationship and, dress him and order him around and, he's basically her Barbie doll, and he's gonna put up with it. And to me, it's honestly sad because she's moving very quickly. It's really alarming, and I know, her fans are very loyal, so everybody's just supporting her. But I don't think that this should be something that is supported, just because, one, like I said, he's been a predator. He's given predator vibes. How are you dating a 16, 17-year-old and you're in your 20s? Why are you still hanging around to where you even got into a relationship with a 16-year-old, with a teenager? And then the fact that, like, he doesn't really speak. We haven't seen him speak, and he's got all these, like, court cases and stuff. We know that he's not paying for, that Nicki is paying for. So yeah, it's all given very weird to me. And I just feel bad to see that she's settling for somebody that's, like, nowhere near her level of, like, success. Because we got to be honest here, she is successful. She's a successful artist. She had a talent. I'll say she had, because in my opinion, as of lately, her music has not been it. But yeah, she's definitely done a lot in the music industry, so I can never take away from anything that she has, but I'm not speaking down on that. But I just feel like for a woman of her status, you think she wants someone who is on the same caliber. Of course, you don't want a controlling partner who tells you what to do, when to speak, and what to wear, which I think is going on within her relationship. But, you want someone of equal balance. You don't want to be the one that's taking care of everything all the time and having to clean up everything and speak for everybody and, all of these other things that she does for him. But like I said, it's screaming insecurity. It's screaming a cry for help. It's screaming midlife crisis. I thought she had at least 7 more years before she got to the point of having a midlife crisis. But unfortunately, it's starting now in her 30s. But let's just hope for her sake that she gets through this and realizes that she is going to lose a good chunk of her fan base the more she supports and enables. I don't want to say enable, but the more that she supports her husband. It's a really bad look. And I know she doesn't care because, it's her high school sweetheart and whatever the hell. But, there's a lot of things that should be explained just because it looks weird. Like, why did he date you when you were a teenager and he was a fully grown man? What was he doing dating a teenager? Like, how did this relationship even start back in the day? Like, I'm confused. How are you dealing with him going through all of these, court cases, or not court cases, but just going to court and having to ask the judge, can he, do certain things and go to certain places, and, everywhere he goes, he has to make sure he has to register as a sex offender. Like, I don't think that a woman who wants an equal partner, who wants to be equally yoked, wants a partner that is a sex offender. Like, I don't think that that's logically, like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Of course, she's not going to explain everything because she honestly doesn't really have an obligation to, but it is alarming, and it does raise some question marks and some red flags for me. But that's all I have for some things I find weird about her relationship. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you want me to do more videos like this, just let me know. Comment down below as well. Thanks for watching.